under more pressure? Is it Tom Brady or is it Cam Newton?
It's a trick question. Of course it's Tom Brady. All the things that Tom Brady has to go through, Cam Newton has to do the same thing. And he's in a new situation. Only the difference is Cam Newton's coming off injury. Only another difference is he's not joining a team with offensive weapons everywhere you look. Only another difference is, in fact, even if Tom Brady had stayed, there'd have been people this year who said, Buffalo almost got him. They're on the way up. That's not the case for Tom Brady. Yes, the Saints are a powerhouse, absolutely. But Brady is expected to make the playoffs come hell or high water. Do you see all the offensive weapons he has? He has an excellent coach. They have an underrated defense. And everywhere you look, there's a weapon. Oh, yeah, and his security blanket came out of retirement to join him down there. There's much more pressure on Tom Brady this year than there is Cam Newton for all those reasons. In addition, the most pressure on anyone in New England is on Bill Belichick, because one of the, at this point, age-old stories, real questions, sports debates, was it more Brady or more Belichick? And largely this year, that's what people will be looking to see. Fair or unfair? Brady left the cupboard bare for Belichick. Fair or unfair? Brady's old now and he has to learn a new system. They both have excuses, reasons why they might do well, might not do well. But the story is comparing Brady and Belichick right now. Brady's under more pressure.
I disagree with you. I definitely get where you're coming from about Brady. I can't argue with those things. But what I could tell you is that, you know what, Brady is approaching the swan song of his career. He's got an elite squad, which I've talked about with Evans and Godwin and Gronk and Brate and O.J. Howard, and now you got Shady McCoy added to the backfield. I get all of that, so the multitude of weapons that he has available to him is a reason to apply that pressure. I totally agree. But we got some serious questions about whether or not Cam Newton is going to have a career if he does not succeed in New England. Now, I personally believe he was screwed over by the Carolina Panthers. I don't think enough has been made about that story, considering his greatness for that organization, and the 9 years that he served there. For them to treat him the way that they did, letting him go as late as they did, that was my issue with the Carolina Panthers. And then to have all-time great players polled, and, you conduct this poll as a team, and Cam Newton isn't even included in the question, is ultimately ridiculous. We get all of that. But in the end, there's some serious question marks about him and what he has left in him, because 5 of the last 6 years, he hasn't even completed 50% of his passes. 60%, I apologize. He hasn't completed 60% of his passes. Now, the last full season he had, where he played about 14 games, he completed 67.9% of his passes with North Turner as his offensive coordinator. But we still look at Cam Newton. We question his ability to throw the football accurately. And now, despite the freak athlete that he is, we're questioning his ability to continue to run and to be the athlete that he is because of the amount of punishment his body has absorbed over the years. We all know that on his worst day, he's more mobile than Tom Brady ever was. And as a result, if you're Josh McDaniel and you're Bill Belichick, you might be able to do some things with that, and the offense could be more versatile because of it. With Sony Michel and James White out of the backfield, Lacoste obviously elected not to play, so you got Julian Edelman, Mohamed Sanu, and N'Keal Harry. They are not Edwin, Evans and Godwin. We get all of that. But the flip side to it is that there are no real questions about Tom Brady other than age and attrition. They may be significant, but that's all you're really questioning right now. With Cam Newton at age 31, we're questioning if he doesn't survive here in New England or prosper, who's going to even want him? I think more pressure is on him.
Dan?
This isn't even close. It's Tom Brady. 5 reasons why. First of all, Tom Brady chose to leave New England, where Cam Newton was forced out of Carolina. So just that simple aspect of Tom Brady betting on himself puts more pressure on him. Second of all, you guys have all mentioned the people around the respective quarterbacks. Not only does Tom Brady walk into a situation where he's got a top 6 receiver in Mike Evans, 2 top probably 10 or 11 guys, if you add Godwin, Hall of Famer Gronk, but Cam's got no one. Cam is a very kind of deprived skill level or skill players around him. And then they have 7 or 8 opt-outs, a ton of them on the defensive end. There's a huge burden that's going to be placed on Cam Newton, where Tom Brady, because here's the thing, guys, football at the end of the day, it's a team game. but it becomes my guys are better than your guys. And Tom Brady just has a ton better guys. So, that there is that expectation. 3 is going to be the expectations. Tampa Bay is expected to be deep into the NFC playoffs, potentially NFC champions, and making a Super Bowl run. That's from the people who really kind of take a deep dive into the football world. A lot of people don't have high expectations of New England this year. They didn't before Cam went there, and they won't now that there's been a ton of opt-outs. But I think 2 of the main points are the last time we saw both of these players healthy, right? 2018, halfway through the season, when Cam Newton was healthy before the hit by TJ Watt, he's an MVP candidate. He's having one of his best seasons. He's accounting for 19 touchdowns and 5 picks, right? The last year when we saw Tom Brady healthy, a lot of people said he was having a down year. A lot of people, maybe somebody on this panel right now, have suggested that he's not a good player anymore. So the last time we saw both of these guys healthy, one was performing at an MVP level, and one was performing at a level that people were starting to doubt if he could still play. So the pressure is on the guy that people are doubting. And the last one is this.
Hold on.
If Tom Brady goes and wins in Tampa Bay, he'll be the reason that they win in Tampa Bay and go to the playoffs and Super Bowl.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.